My name is Naina. I am 33 years old, and I am the mother of 3 beautiful daughters, Anaya, Pari, and Chutki. They are my entire world. No matter how difficult life becomes, their smiles give me strength to keep going. Life has never been easy for me. When I was young, I lost my mother. After marriage, I thought my life would finally become better. But fate had different plans. My husband left me when my youngest daughter was only 6 months old. One day, he simply walked away. He never came back. No phone calls, no money, no support. Just silence. Since then, I have raised my daughters alone in a small rented room in a town called Shantipur. The room has cracked walls and a leaking roof during monsoon, but for us, it is home. Every month I worry about rent. Every month I worry about school fees. Every month I wonder how I will feed my daughters. I am not educated. I never went to college, so I do whatever work I can find. I work as a house cleaner. Every morning before sunrise, I leave home, carrying a small bag with cleaning cloths, soap, and brushes. I clean rich people's homes, offices, and shops. I mop floors, wash bathrooms, clean dirty dishes, and take out garbage. Some people treat me kindly. Some people speak to me like I am invisible. But I stay quiet because I need money for my children. Sometimes I work even when I have fever. Sometimes I skip meals so my daughters can eat properly. At night, when my girls are sleeping beside me, I look at their innocent faces and pray silently. Bhagwan, please give them a better life than mine. One winter evening, after finishing work late, I was walking home with my daughters. The weather was terrible. Heavy rain was falling, and cold wind hit our faces. Little Chutki held my hand tightly. "Ma, mujhe thand lag rahi," she whispered softly. I removed my old shawl and wrapped it around her small body. "We're almost home," I said with a tired smile. The roads were wet and slippery. Street lights flickered in the darkness. Then suddenly, a bright light flashed toward us. A loud crash echoed through the street, and everything went black. When I opened my eyes, I saw white hospital walls. Machines were beeping around me. My body was hurting badly. Then suddenly I remembered. My daughters! I tried to sit up. Anaya, Pari, Chutki. A nurse quickly came near me. "Please don't move," she said gently. "You had a serious accident." "My children?" I asked with tears. "They are safe." A few moments later, my daughters ran into the room crying. "Ma!" They hugged me tightly, and I cried, holding them close. Then the doctor entered the room with serious eyes. "You have a broken leg," he said. "You need surgery and several months of rest." My heart filled with fear. "How will I work?" I whispered. "How will I feed my children?" But the worst news was still waiting for me. During the accident, some expensive glass decorations outside a luxury showroom were damaged. The owner demanded 15 lakh compensation. 15 lakh! I didn't even have 500 rupees in my purse. I broke down crying. I felt completely helpless. The next day, something unexpected happened. Someone shared my story online. People saw photos of me and my daughters in the hospital. Slowly, messages and donations started coming from strangers across India. Some sent 100 rupees. Some sent 500 rupees. Some sent prayers. Then, one afternoon, I received a strange phone call. A calm male voice said, "I heard your story. I want to help you." I became nervous. "Who are you?" I asked. "You'll know soon," he replied. 2 days later, a young man arrived at the hospital with his team. He wore simple clothes and had kind eyes. He sat beside me and smiled gently. "You don't know me," he said, "but sometimes God sends people into our lives for a reason." I didn't understand why a stranger wanted to help me, but tears rolled down my face anyway. A few days later, his team paid all my hospital bills, every single rupee. I could not believe it. But the miracle did not end there. One morning, they took me and my daughters to a new place. It was a beautiful small house with yellow walls and a tiny garden outside. I stared silently. "This house is yours," the young man said. I thought I heard wrong. For us?" I whispered. He smiled. "Yes, no more rent, no more fear." My legs trembled. I fell to my knees crying. My daughters hugged me tightly. For the first time in years, I felt safe. A few weeks later, the young man asked me something unexpected. "Nainaji," he said, "what is your biggest dream?" I looked down shyly. "I always wanted to open a small bakery," I admitted. "I love making fresh bread and cakes." He smiled warmly. "Then let's make your dream come true." And he did. Months later, I opened my own bakery shop called Ma Ki Rasoy. Every morning, the smell of fresh pav, biscuits, samosas, and cakes filled the air. Customers loved my food. Slowly, my little shop became popular in town. For the first time in my life, I was not just surviving. I was living. Today, my daughters go to a good school. We live in our own home. And every evening, we sit together happily eating dinner without fear of tomorrow. Sometimes life breaks us completely. But sometimes, when we least expect it, kindness changes everything. I learned that even strangers can become angels. And no matter how dark life feels, hope should never die. Because miracles do happen. And sometimes, all it takes is one good person to change someone's entire life forever. If you enjoyed this emotional English story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring stories to improve your English every day.